Has salary ever felt like a trap to you or for you? This video is about the salary trap that nobody talks about. And I need you to hear this carefully, that you were set up to fail. You are not set up to succeed by the salary or by the system. And this is not by accident, it's not by bad luck, but it's by design, by a salary trap. The system you were born into, the education system, the employment system, and the financial system was never built to make you wealthy. It was built to make you useful, to make you employable. And the most dangerous part, that it never feels like a trap. It always feels like success. And a monthly payslip, a job title, a pension promise, and a performance review that always tells you that you are doing well. So today I'm going to break down the 11 brutal truths about why salary always feels like a trap. And most importantly, I'm going to share with you how to think, how to break, how to escape it. Because once you see it clearly, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee once you see it. So, and I want us to be very clear as we begin. This is not about hating jobs, and almost everyone starts with a job. So it's not about hating jobs. Jobs create stability and they do pay bills. But stability is not freedom, and stability is not wealth. Stability is the floor, and wealth is the ceiling. And most people spend their entire lives on the floor and never even looking up to see how far the ceiling is. So in this video, I'm going to show you two things. Number one, why the system keeps you on the floor. And number two, how to start building life towards the ceiling. Let's begin. Point number one, the script you never questioned. You didn't choose your financial beliefs. I want you to understand that from today. You didn't choose your financial beliefs. You didn't choose that I'm going to earn this a particular amount of money. That script was handed over to you. It was installed in you. Get a job, work hard, save, retire. And that script was handed to you and you accepted it willingly. But here's the problem. That script was written for a different world, a different generation and a different era. A world where one salary could fund a lifestyle and a world where pensions worked appropriately. But that world is gone. It's gone. We no longer live in that world today. But we are still following the script and wondering why we are not building wealth or why things are not working. To fix that, ask yourself this question: what do I actually want financially? Set financial goals. Don't just be earning and going home. Don't just be taking a salary and going home. Instead, have a plan. Instead of knowing your employer's job descriptions, knowing the quarterly goals, ask yourself, what do I want financially? Because until you question the script, you will always live inside that script. Point number two, your salary was never meant to make you wealthy. Your salary is not designed to free you up. It's designed to keep you in the system, and just enough to stay or just enough to perform, but never enough to walk away. Because when you understand that, you become a dangerous person. And no system is designed around people who can live. Systems are designed around people who can follow rules, follow guidelines, and stay in the job. To fix this, stop expecting your salary to build wealth. Use it for stability, yes, but then use what is left to build assets. Your job is just a launchpad that you should use to launch, and it shouldn't be a destination. Point number three, you are spending your best years on someone else's dream. Your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s, these are your peak years. And most people spend this time building someone else's vision. Think about it. Your best energy, you are employed. Your best ideas, they go to employer. Your most productive years, you are employed. And you give away your most productive years, and in return you get a salary, and maybe, just maybe, you get a pension, and you get a guaranteed retirement period. But this is the truth that no one talks to you about what are you building for yourself with the same effort. As you sacrifice, as you put in more effort in your work, what are you doing for yourself? To fix this, start something. And you already have skills because you are employed. You already have skills. So it's your responsibility to check around. How else can your skills serve the world? How else can your skills serve the community around? And this can be an extra aside income. This can be a skill. This can be an investment. Try looking for income beyond your employer, because your future should not depend on a job that you don't own. Your future should not depend on the decisions that are controlled by someone else, because the moment the decision is made by that person, you are left to be dependent. Point number 4, you confuse stability and growth. Your bills are paid, correct? Your rent is paid, correct? You are not struggling, tick. So you think that you are progressing, but you are not. You are stable, and your stability feels like success to you, but it's not growth. Growth is when your money multiplies. Growth is when your money works for you. Growth is when you earn income without you having to be there physically. And if your net worth is not increasing, you are not growing, you are maintaining. To fix this, track your net worth, not your salary, not how much money you are paid at the end of the month, your net worth. And if it's not growing every single month, something has to change, and it starts today. Point number 5, your money has got no job. Listen to me carefully. I repeat that because I want that point to be home. Your money has got no job. Money comes in, money goes out. Repeat. From January to December, money comes in and money goes out. But this is the truth, that money that's not directed always disappears, and it does what it's doing, just paying the bills. Wealthy people don't just earn money, they assign money to responsibilities. That every shilling has got a purpose. But most people, they spend first and then think later. But wealthy people, they invest later, and then whatever is left, use that money to buy essentials. To fix this, audit your money. I'm going to give you a task, that learn financial literacy. Take time to learn how money works. Take time to learn how budgeting works, how investing works. So audit your money. Then give every coin a job. Some money will go for living, some will go for saving, some will go for growing, some will go for investing, and some will go to making you a better person. That is personal development. Point number 6, you are taxed first. And no one will ever tell you this, that as an employee, you get what is left. When your salary comes, it's always taxed first, and then you get what is left. When you try to build wealth with what remains, it becomes difficult, it becomes impossible. But I want you to look at investors and business owners. What do? There's a secret. They build first, they pay themselves first, and then they pay tax. They always pay tax last. But you, an employee, you always pay tax first. So the same system, but different rules. So to fix this, learn how money flows, learn how money works, and start building income streams that will give you leverage. Because if you don't understand the rules, you will always lose the game that you are playing every single day. Point number 7, I will start when I learn more. Misconception. And this is the biggest lie that people tell themselves. I will invest when I earn more. And no, you won't, because you will never earn more, because your lifestyle is always increasing to meet your expenses. When you earn more, you spend more, and the target keeps moving. It becomes a moving target. So investing becomes a moving target, and you never hit that target. And meanwhile, time is always moving, and compounding is waiting for you. And you never attain compounding when you don't start early. To fix this, just start now. Don't complicate, don't overcomplicate issues. Just start now. Even small amounts, they'll compound consistently over a long period of time. Point number 8, you build value, but you don't own it. Think about it. Every day you create value. Every day that you go to work, you're creating value. But how are you creating value? You solve problems, you improve systems, you generate results, you make life better, but for the sake of another person. So who owns that value? Definitely you are not the one. You are investing your life into something that you do not own. So to fix that, start building ownership. And this can be in form of a business. This can be in form of consulting, can be an investment, or can be equity. Because effort without ownership is dead in the end. It's dead on arrival. Number 9, point number 9, you think that income is equals to wealth. It doesn't. Income is what you earn, but wealth is what you keep and what you multiply and what you grow. So you can earn a lot, yes, and still be broke. Because if nothing is compounding, listen to me well, nothing is building. So to fix this, focus on assets, things that make money without you. Build systems that generate income without having to rely on you physically, and things that make money without you having to be there. That will be the difference. The last point, not the last, second last, number 10, you choose comfort but not wealth. This one is hard and it will affect people, but you don't have to agree with me because comfort always feels good. When you're sitting on your couch and relaxing and feeling good and watching or spending your time online, it feels good. A stable job and a predictable income always feels good. But wealth requires discomfort. And I have to tell you that if you have to grow, then you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to risk. You need to cultivate discipline. You need delayed gratification. And most people never choose wealth. They choose comfort. To fix this, make tough decisions. Make tough decisions to build something on the side. Decide to start personal development. Start to invest. Start to learn about skills that you can monetize later on. Because until you decide, nothing will change. The last point, you are sold the retirement lie. And this is the lie that work for 40 years, retire at 65, they live comfortably. That was the promise. But today, that model is broken and it doesn't work. Pensions are uncertain. Inflation is rising. And the math doesn't math. So you spend your life waiting for a future that may never come. If you want to fix this, don't rely on retirement. Build assets so that one day work becomes optional. So as I close this, I want to leave you with reality check. The real trap is not the salary. The real trap is the identity. If you see yourself as an employee who always relies on salary, you will always think like one. You will always behave like one, and you will always conduct and carry yourself like one. You will wait for salary raise. You will wait for promotion. You will depend on paycheck every single day, and you will wait for retirement. But the moment you shift your mind from being an employee to being someone who builds wealth, to being someone who becomes independent, then everything will change. Everything changes when you start acting. So you stop waiting now and start building, because the salary trap is real. But it only works if you believe that is your only option. So it's not, and it was never meant to be your identity. And the moment you reject that idea, that's where your real financial life truly begins. That's the video for today. Subscribe to keep learning more about money mindset. I'll be seeing you soon.